Good morning students, and just welcome to our today's class with the exercise 12.2. Okay, so in the previous session, in the live session, we have learned about 12.1 and as well as 12.2. Within that, we have seen the question number 1 and question number 3, which was same. Okay, now we are going to see the question number 2, that is returning the given number into the usual form. Okay, and the fourth question, it is deals with the word problem, but it is just related to the exponents only. In fact, they have given you in the wording. That's why it becomes the word problem. But still, same procedure that you have to follow within this. Okay. So just ready for this one. Now you already know. Before of that, we have expressed the given number into the standard forms. Okay. How we have expressed the given number into the standard forms? By using the range, that is a into 10 to the power m. Okay. Where a was the decimal number. And the range of the a is from 1 to 9. That is 1 is less than equal to a, which is less than 10. It means this a, that is the decimal number, should lie within this 1 to 9 digit. Okay. So that you have to remember here in that case. Now here similarly, while writing any exponent number, okay. So any exponential number in the usual form. But you have to remember, just look at the exponents of the particular number. Okay. Now these all numbers are in the standard form. Okay, all these numbers are in the standard form. So we have to make these standard forms into the usual form that we daily have. Okay, like a large number, maybe it may be a small number, like as that. In a non-standard form we have to explain it or we have to convert it. Okay. So actually when we have to convert the standard form into the usual form, we have to focus on the exponent and whether this exponent is a positive or a negative. Okay, so that is the most important thing, because you have to give the decimal point by this exponent only. How much digit is there or which sign is there. Okay, so if a minus sign is there, I told you that if minus sign is there, we have to turn to the left side of the given number. Okay, and if positive sign is there for the exponents, then we have to turn to which side? Yes, we have to turn to the right hand side. Okay. So just keep in mind that is. Now let's start for this one where we have the decimal point here. Okay, this after 3 we have. Now this is the minus sign. It means we have to turn this decimal point to the left of the digit. Okay, so left of the digit, it means here we have to expand this or we have to move this decimal point to the left hand side, that is after 3 or we can say before 3. Okay, so just write down first of all the same procedure is write down the given number. Okay, whatever the number is there, 302, and just remove the decimal point because we have to move that decimal point. Up to how many digits we have to move? Up to 6 digits. So point was here, that is after 3. So by counting to this 3, we have to move to the 6 decimal places. Okay, so this one is 3 is 1. Now remaining 5 we have to calculate. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It means we have to move to the minus, it means left side by how much digit? By 6 digit. Okay. So 1 is the first digit, that is 3 is the first digit. Okay. So that is first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Sixth. Done? Understood? Okay. And now your decimal point will be situated here. Okay. It will be present here only. And before of that, just write down 0. Okay, so now this number is in the usual form. It means it is now in the non-standard form. Okay. Now see, this was the minus sign. Means this was the question with the minus sign. Now same we have to do, but having the positive exponent, we have did for the negative exponents. So for the positive one, how many digits are there in the exponent? 4 digits. Okay, so you have to deal with the 4 digits. Now which sign is there? Positive sign is there. It means we have to turn to the right side of the given decimal point. Okay. So this is now before 5. It means one digit is 5. Remaining 3 we have to calculate. So this 1 and this 3 will become 4, which is our exponent. Okay. And according to the positive sign, we have to move to right side. There only. Okay. So write down first of all, write down the digit as it is. That is 45. Okay. Now after 45, it means from this decimal point will be moved to the 4 digit away. Okay, so this is first digit, second, third, and this is 4. It means how much the number become? That is 45,000. Okay, clear this one? Very good. Now same you have to follow with the negative sign. Same positive, negative, positive, negative. Once you understood, for the negative we have to turn to the left side. For positive we have to turn to the right side. Then it's all are very simple for you. Okay. So now just tell me what will be happening. Okay. So now 3 is there, single digit is there. No decimal point is there, only single digit. That we calculate. So for this 3, can we written that 3.0? We can write down this 3 as in the form of 3.0. It is nothing but 3 only, na? Okay. So it is multiplied with 10 to the power minus 8 is there. Clear? 10 to the power minus 8 means what? That is this decimal point is present here. That is after 3. So it is negative. It means we have to turn to the left side. By how many digits? By 8 digit. Okay. So just this one is first digit. 1. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and this one is 8. Okay. And before this 8 digit we have to keep the decimal point and it will be 0. It means in that way 0.0000003 will be the usual form, that is non-standard form of the given number. So whether count it, whether it is correct or not, we have that 8 digit. Total 8 digit we will have by taking this 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct? Okay. So it was this usual form of the given number. Similarly, you can proceed with this one. Here also now positive sign. But how many digit you have to turn? 6 digit. But according to the positive sign, you have to turn to the right side, not to the left side. Okay. So just turn to the right side by how many digit? 6 digit. See, your decimal point is here. You have to move this decimal point after 6 digit. Okay. So after 6 digit, first of all, write down this digit as it is. That is 3, 6, 1, 4, 9, 2. And then, see, 6 digit you have to calculate. It means from that decimal point you have to calculate always. Okay. So this is first. It is first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already digit are present here. Okay. So for 6, 5 already set. It means 1 only remain. So just for 1 you can keep the 0. That is 1 0. Likewise here we have put the 0 only, na? In that same way you have to put the 0. So just don't forget to count this digits after the decimal point. Okay. So your focus should be here only, where you have to calculate which digit and by how many. Okay. So depend on the exponent, how many you have to calculate and up to which one. Okay. So it was to the positive side. That's why I have written the 0 here. Now it is in the usual form right now. Okay. So again this 1.000 into 10 to the power 9 plus 9 is there. Up to 9 digit you have to go to the plus right side. Okay. So just go to the right side. That is, now your decimal point is here. First of all, what is your foremost duty? To write down the given digit as it is. Okay. So just write down the digit, that is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and then remaining one that you have to satisfy this exponent condition. Okay. So 9 digit is there. Your decimal point is here. You have to go to the 9 digit again. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It means in that way you have turned or moved the decimal point up to 9 digit towards positive, it means right side. Okay, that is here, from here we will calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now this is becoming the usual form. So see students, in that way if you have asked for some of the exponents which is in any format, like it may be positive, either it may be negative, don't worry then. Okay, just follow this procedure, you will go smoothly to the correct answer. Okay, so just coming forward to the next word problem, just focus on what you have given in that. Okay, so if you have written this, take the screenshot or write down this one. Okay, now just go to this one. That is, what is the question you have asked for? In a stack there are 5 books. In a stack there are 5 books, each of thickness 20 millimeter. Okay, each of thickness how many? That is 20 millimeter. And again they have asked you, that is 5 paper sheets, each of how much thickness? 0.016 millimeter. Okay, and what is the final question they are asking to you? What is the total thickness of the stack? It means they are asking you, find the total thickness of the stack if in that stacks it contains 5 books. Okay, write down this one. That is is given that 5 books of how much thickness? 5 books of thickness 20 millimeter. Okay, of thickness 20 millimeter. So it will become now 5 into 20. Correct? Okay. So that is 5 into 20 millimeter. It means, have you understood the question? For one book, there is a it means for one book it has a thickness 20 millimeter. So such a 5 books that we have in that particular stacks. Now that's why we have to multiply this one thickness by 5 books. That is 5 into 20 millimeter. So how much it will become? 5 to 10, it will become 100. Okay. So first thing we have got. Now just coming to the second condition, what they have asked you? 5 paper sheets. Here 5 books was there. Now next is 5 paper sheet. Okay. 5 paper sheet of how much thickness? That is, if we just consider this one, 5 paper sheets of thickness 0.016. Okay. We will write here 0.016. Okay. So thickness will be as it is this word. Write down this thickness word here. And how much? Thickness is 0.016 millimeter. Okay, which is equal to. Now just multiply this. For one paper, it has a thickness 0.016. So such a 5 paper sheets we have. Okay, so that's why we have to multiply this one thickness by 5 paper sheets. That is, it will again become 5 into 0.016. Correct? So just write down 5 into 0.016 millimeter. So if we calculate this one, 5 6 are how much? 30. Okay, write down 0 and just carry 3. Again 5 ones are 5 plus 3, it will be 8. 5 zeros are 0, point will be as it is, 5 zeros are 0. So what is the answer? That is 0.080. Okay, and it is in a millimeter. Okay, correct? Now see the next is that what the question they are asking to you. What is the total thickness of the stack? Now they are asking the total thickness of the stack. It means what you have to do for the first condition and second condition, you have asked one keyword for doing the particular operation. Total. It means which we use the operators of mathematics plus. Okay. For total we use the plus. Therefore write down the total thickness of a stack is equal to do the total, that is this first one and this second one, that is 100 plus how much? 0.08. Okay, so 0.080 millimeter. Okay, which is equal to again 0 plus 100, it will be 100.080. It means you can neglect this 0 or write down it because it don't have any value now. That's why you can keep 0.8 only. Okay, after that there are lot of infinite zeros we can say. So why to write this one? Write down 0.8 only. It is in a millimeter. But see, now this is in the non-standard form. So this is in the non-standard form because after 3 digit we have the decimal point. So we have to move this decimal point to the first digit. After first digit. Okay. It means from the 2 digit we have to move this decimal point to the left side. So here it will become 1.00. This 00 and this 08. Okay. After it means we have moved this decimal point by 2 digits. That's why keep 10 to the power 2. Okay. So that is we have to write down millimeter as it is. And now what is the final answer that you have got? That is the total thickness of the stack. It is nothing but 1.0008 into 10 to the power plus 2 millimeter. Okay. Is it now got it? Okay. Good. So in that way we have seen that word problem also from the 12.2, as well as we have seen that usual form from that day. At that day we have not written just getting voice. So we have seen these steps and this question again. So further if you have any doubts regarding to these topics, you can ask to me. Okay. And in that way we have completed our lesson, that is exponents and powers. Okay. So now apart from this one, in the next session we will start the next chapter, that is squares and the square roots. Okay. So before of that, tomorrow will be the doubt session. But before of that, what we have to do, what you have to do, you have to send your all doubts to me personally on the WhatsApp, so that on the just making the collection of all your doubts, I'll make a particular video, and that video I will send to you. Okay, because in the live session you are not getting the voice, so it's the best way to just do like this, so that you will get the clear voice as well as you will get the all concepts. Okay, clear? Now just write down these all things, and what is your today's homework? Complete this exercise 12.2 and just complete this whole lesson if someone is remain to complete it. Okay, so just do it all, and in the next session we will see the next lesson, that is square roots. So prepare square roots, that is up to 1st to 30. Okay, from number 1 to 30 you have to know the square and square roots. Okay, so just write down this one and have a nice day. Thank you.